It is my greatest honor to be here in front of all of you as your president today. Lebanese-American writer Khalil Gibran once said, "Life without liberty is like a body without spirit." As your president, I want to give you the feeling of personal freedom within our society. This type of freedom is something all human beings seek. However, until we have made major changes in our society, there are many constraints that hold us back from achieving personal freedom. As your president, I see three major shackles in our society. The first one is having a job that doesn't fit oneself, as this can cause boredom and even stress. The second restraint is lack of wisdom or the ability to make reasonable decisions for a given situation. The final barrier to freedom is economic difficulties, which people cannot help being shackled by in a society ruled by money. These three constraints are a complicated equation, leading to a final solution of what I consider to be freedom for all. And I believe the best way of solving this equation begins with education. As my first step as president, I will introduce a career study program within the school curriculum, leading people at a young age to recognize a better sense of self so that they can achieve their dreams in life. EBS, which is an educational broadcasting company, once conducted a study on employed adults, and 51% of them answered that their jobs didn't meet their career aptitudes. In my proposed career study course, I will ensure that students ranging from children to seniors in college have enough time during their studies to find their career aptitudes and interests. With education from experts involved in major job industries, as well as opportunities for a variety of activities, children of all ages can develop their experiences through the study to recognize where their dreams lie. In the future, with jobs they love, every single day will be filled with joy. And this joy will lead organizations and companies to grow rapidly, resulting in a rise in international competitiveness. Secondly, I will require schools to teach students philosophy to create a developed sense of wisdom. Philosophy is the study of exploring basic things such as the nature of existence, knowledge, and thought, and eventually finding out how people should live as members involved in the world. France, which is famous for its philosophical education, praised philosophy as an important subject from elementary school. On the baccalaureate, the SATs of France, 4 hours are provided for students to answer one philosophical question. Such efforts to make philosophy take root in French society brought about enhanced thinking capabilities and true wisdom. In the same way, I will utilize philosophy as a wisdom builder. With philosophy, students will make reasonable decisions through deliberation with a definite criteria for what is the appropriate thing to do in personal situations given and in society. Thirdly, I will implement economic education in schools. In the modern world based on capitalism, having economic difficulties is a big obstacle in one's life. And the economic difficulties of general people mostly come from lack of economic knowledge because they make money while not knowing how to manage it. In fact, 51% of millennial respondents surveyed answered that they feel their personal finance knowledge is actually holding them back from making financial progress, according to Forbes. The positive effects of economic education was also demonstrated by the schools that taught it earlier. While 1.3% of those with no state educational standards maxed out their credit cards, only 0.7% of those with a required course maxed out their credit cards, according to FENE. You can see the big impact it has on their lives. So I will make schools teach students economics and let them experience economic activities virtually and actually to cultivate a real understanding. Through economic education, people would be able to live economically free lives. These three kinds of education are the keys to get out of the shackles and reach freedom. Franklin Roosevelt said, in the truest sense, freedom cannot be bestowed. It must be achieved. As your president, I will lead you to achieve freedom through philosophy, career, and economic education. And this achievement of freedom will be followed by people's happiness and a prosperous country with a high level of civilization. Thank you.